Hey guys, Major Kate here, and today we're going to be doing another DMR loadout, this time for the FENNEC. And even though this is not a traditional DMR, one of you requested this in the comment section. So here we go. As with all of these DMR loadouts, a quick disclaimer. This is my personal opinion, and if you disagree, well, you're wrong, Bobby. You're wrong. Before we start, something I have to get out of the way. This weapon has the worst bullet velocity I have ever experienced. In the 36 days of playtime that I have in Modern Warfare, I've never kill traded so much or so often. This thing shoots matrix bullets, even with the muzzle velocity maxed out. But enough talk, let's get into the loadout. As always, there are three things that I look for in a DMR. That is reliability, accuracy, and speed. But first, we're going to look at the base stats for this weapon. The ADS for the base FENNEC is 220 milliseconds, but we do cut that down to 188 milliseconds when we add the hollow point conversion. The FENNEC with a 12 round mags has a fire rate of 1000 rounds per minute, but this is within the burst. You will still get a burst delay of 75 milliseconds, which is nearly instant, so you can spam this right up there, like junk mail. Looking at the damage, the FENNEC does 44, 36, 25, a huge boost compared to the max damage of the base weapon, which is 25. The 12 round mag will make the FENNEC a 3 to 4 shot kill, meaning that it will require 2 bursts to secure the kill unless you get a headshot, as it has a massive headshot multiplier, taking the damage all the way up to 64. Landing at least one headshot is the only way to get a 1 burst kill. Looking at the ranges, the FENNEC will 3 shot or 2 bursts anywhere in the body up to 18 meters. After that, you will need to land all of your shots on the torso. That range will go up to 37 meters. And after that, don't try it. Your TTK will plummet, and the bullet velocity will make any sort of moving target extremely hard to hit. Adding all this up, our time to kill will be 195 milliseconds, which is surprisingly good, but it's still lower than the base FENNEC, coming in at 162 milliseconds. Now, first on the list is reliability. And this is where the FENNEC struggles. Like a camper, when you bypass their claymores, it simply can't perform. When we look at reliability, we usually look at ranges and how to maximize that to make this gun consistent. But with the FENNEC, our main focus is maximizing the muzzle velocity. Now, there's a unique attachment for this weapon that I want you to be aware of, and that is the ZLR 18-inch deadfall barrel. It looks amazing on paper, increasing our ranges by 40%, helping with the muzzle velocity, as well as giving us recoil control and suppressing the weapon at the same time. This thing looks like a banger, until you look at the downsides. This barrel will turn the FENNEC into a depressed elephant, adding a whopping 4 frames to the aim down sight speed and taking away 4% movement speed. A better combination is the ZOR 16-inch Apex barrel that will give us a 35% increase to our damage profile and increase our bullet velocity as well as our recoil control. And when we pair that with a Saber suppressor, that will give us another 20% more range, more recoil control, and sound suppression. We end up with 68% more damage range, 2 separate attachments increasing our muzzle velocity, and added recoil control, all for the low price of just 3 frames and a 2% hit to our movement speed. A bargain compared to the 18-inch deadfall barrel we talked about before. Our new values are 30 meters to anywhere in the body and 63 meters to the upper torso. Now, taking a look at our accuracy, this gun is pretty tight, but it does have a lot of idle sway, as well as some side-to-side bounce. For those of you who don't know, idle sway is a big deal in Modern Warfare. In previous Call of Duties, idle sway was a mechanic that would stop if you made any sort of movement or if you started shooting. But in Modern Warfare, it's always there. So we're going to add the Commando foregrip. This is going to tighten up the side-to-side bounce and give us less idle sway. Plus, it doesn't hurt our ADS speed. When we combine this with the Saber suppressor and the 16-inch Apex, this is what our new recoil pattern looks like. The last thing on the list, it's speed. But first, we need a set rep. 16-inch Apex barrel will add 2 frames to our aim down sight time. The Saber suppressor will add another frame. Our Commando foregrip has no impact to our ADS. But the 12 round hollow point mags we need to make this into a burst weapon will speed us up by 2 frames. So, for our last attachment, we're going to be using the tag laser. It will help with our aiming stability just a bit more, and also balance us out to the positive side by taking away 2 frames from our aim down sight time. The base FENNEC aims down sight at 220 milliseconds, and our DMR version will do it in 172. And this is what our new FENNEC looks like. Just look at the milkshake, all cold and long. Now, taking this into Warzone, most engagements are past 50 meters, putting us at our second kill damage value of 36. You'll need 7 to 8 shots to down a player. That's 4 out of the 6 bursts available in the mag. So I would suggest replacing the tag laser for sleight of hand, just in case you miss. And replacing that Commando foregrip for a Ranger foregrip to help with the vertical recoil. If you really want to take this into Warzone, even though I don't recommend it. There's simply not enough bullets in the mag, and the bullet velocity will make targets at range very, very hard to hit. The FAL with the burst weapon perk, or our burst M4 with 458 SOCOM rounds, are way better for the job. But that's just my opinion. If you enjoyed this episode of the DMR Loadout series and want me to cover another weapon, leave your recommendation down in the comment section below. As of right now, I'm currently working on the best setup for the hollow point round striker, so we can directly compare this to the FENNEC. So hit the subscribe button and turn your notifications on to get notified when that video goes live. If you have any questions, hit me up on Twitch, link in the description below. A like rating is always appreciated. Also, check out my other DMR loadouts. So far, we're starting to have a nice little collection, including the AS BAO and both tactical rifles from Black Ops Cold War. That would be the M16 and the Type 63. Well, that's all for me today. I'm Major Cade, and I thank you for watching.